All right, well, everybody, we have seen and been horrified by the violence against Asian Americans in our country. I've always said I wanted this show to be a safe place to discuss anything, even the tough stuff. I think it's important, which is one of the reasons why I'm honored to introduce my next guest. She is an incredibly talented musician and advocate who's using her powerful voice to, in part, express her emotional experience being Asian in America. You saw her perform at the Women's March 4 years ago, and she recently collaborated with poet Amanda Gorman, who is also on our show. Please welcome Milk, everybody! Meet Jake, Milk!
Hi!
Hi, Jake. Hi, Kelly.
Hello. But Milk, you've spoken out against the recent rise in Asian hate crime, and you say music has helped you through this. I believe music helps people through, the majority of things. I just think it's very moving and inspiring. But why personally for you?
I grew up using music as a place of freedom. I think, I'm a huge fan of what you do and how you sing and how you bring your own story into it. And I don't need to be Asian enough or American enough or, cool enough in music. I can just be whoever I am truly. And songwriting helps me explore the topics that are difficult to feel in a flash. I remember hearing this quote, a woman who can sing is never caged and always free. So processing the difficult and painful moment after the Atlanta shootings and the increase, 150% increase of hate crimes in the US for Asian American hate crimes, this music helps me to put that in a place where I can alchemize it and turn that fear or that pain into power and purpose, into love. That's my hope.
It's so funny because I feel like I'm in like Nashville and we're like writers in the round right now because there's 3 writers sitting here right now, and how you just described how you write is how I write with my own life, and I'm sure that's what you do.
Absolutely. That's the beauty of songwriting.
Yeah, it's so therapeutic, and I love the part that you said. I process like that too. I don't like, when you're like talking with somebody and you're like, look, I need to step away because I don't know exactly all my thoughts on this, so I just need a minute. And I go away, and writing is actually very helpful for that. And I think, also, you being such an advocate for these important messages, I think it's important to use your voice for that and your writing, and it's important for you to process that, and you experience that. So it's, what I'm saying, it's more believable, it's authentic, it's a beautiful thing. I think as well, we've talked about gender equality on the show too, and I think it ties into, it can't just be females in that march. It needs to be men too. There needs to be men there in order for actual change to happen. And also it can't just be Asians. There needs to be a diverse group walking and marching saying this isn't wrong, because that's the whole point, I feel, is that nothing's gonna change unless everybody decides to wake up and see the issue in order for that progress to happen. And so I want to talk about your song, Somebody's Beloved. So I think I know, but can you tell everybody, what inspired it?
Yes, absolutely. I wrote this song with an incredible artist, Bipolar Sunshine. This song is inspired by the bravery and power that I see with Tamika Palmer when she speaks about her daughter, Breonna Taylor. And I feel like sometimes the topics can feel really complicated, but when I zone into the one human life, is, we all have been seeing huge numbers of deaths and stuff. It's hard. And I was like, I think I'm becoming desensitized, and I need to just honor a life. And my hope is, to bring solidarity between different communities, to acknowledge the pain that we have passed on to each other, and find ways to move forward together. And so, we call this like a Black and Gold conversation, coming together of Black and Asian communities. And I think that's really important right now. And we can be better advocates for a longer period of time if we bring the conversation to a heart space.
Agreed. I agree. Everything from love. Speak from love. I agree. Yep, I'm still here, just waiting for you to subscribe. If you don't, I'll be trapped in this box forever.